Welcome back, Scouts, for Activity 5, Growing a Garden, Healthy Habits, and Playing Catch. Campbell, Camino Real, Blanco Vista Elementary, and all others are welcome.
We are glad you looked in on our Scout pages. Since we are all home more now, these Scout activities are created for fun at home and keeping Scouting alive during these times of COVID-19. Please join me in the Scout Oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Please join me in the Scout law. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. A Scout is courteous. A Scout is polite to everyone, regardless of age or position. He knows that using good manners makes it easier for people to get along. A Scout is courteous. Requirement 1. Select a seed and plant it in a small container. Care for it for 30 days. Take a picture or make a drawing of your plant once each week to share with your den. Requirement 7. Plant a vegetable or herb garden.
Hey Scouts, my name's Dallas.
I'm Sebastian.
And we are here in this beautiful garden today, and the reason we're in this garden is today we are going to talk about plants. We're going to grow a couple different kinds of plants. We're going to plant some seeds to start out with. So we only need 4 things. That's the most beautiful thing about planting plants, is you don't really need a whole lot of stuff. So what are the 4 things we need, Mr. Sebastian?
Seeds, soil, and water, and also a container.
Seeds, soil, water, and a container. So if you look around, you maybe even see Miss Sandra back here working and picking some of those vegetables that we've grown in this beautiful garden. All those started from seeds. So let's get some seeds. Grab yourself a grown-up, get your supplies together, and we'll meet you back at our table to do some seed planting. All right, so we're back here and we have all our supplies gathered. We have our water, we have our soil, we have our container, and of course we have our seeds. Okay, speaking of seeds, you'll find lots of good information on the back of our seed packet. Sebastian and I have chosen to grow some peas, and we're going to grow some parsley. So a couple different kinds of seeds. The pea seeds are really big and the parsley seeds are really small. I'll show you that in a second. But on the back of your seed packet, if you have one, you'll see there's some really good information on here. It tells you about how far into the soil to plant them, how long they're going to take to start sprouting or germinating, and how often, like what kind of sunlight they need. Some plants need lots of sun. Some plants don't like the sun as much. So let's go ahead, and our first step is to fill our cups with soil, our favorite thing. The plants love the soil and we love the soil. So let's go ahead and make that happen. Sebastian's gonna fill his cup up. I'm gonna go ahead and just use my hand. That's one of the cool things about gardening, is you get to get your hands dirty. So I like to have my hands in the soil. This is just standard potting soil. We just picked it up at the store. But whatever you have will probably work, as long as the plant has a place to hide. All right, so I think Sebastian was showing you his seeds there. He's got some pea seeds that we're gonna grow, or hopefully we'll grow some nice tasty peas, and I'm gonna grow some parsley. So if you'll come in here and look, we're gonna use a couple different ways to plant these things. So you can see Sebastian has made a little hole there, all right? And then you can use this to make a hole if you'd like to. You can poke that down in there. Just be careful, don't poke yourself. It's kind of a sharp thing. You use a pencil as well. But I want you guys to take a look at my seeds here. Sebastian's got some big pea seeds. My parsley seeds are really small. So I'm going to, instead of poking a hole into the soil and putting them directly in there, I'm just going to sprinkle them on top. That's called sowing the seeds. So we're just going to sow them on there like that. And then I'm just going to sort of mess its hair up here on top to get those seeds just about a 1/4 inch down into the soil, which is what the package says that they need to be. So we've got that. So we're going to go ahead and put our seeds over here out of the way. All right, Sebastian, what do you think we should do next?
Water them.
Water them, right, because the seeds need a few different things to germinate or to grow up. So while you're watering, Sebastian, while we're doing this, why don't you tell me what you think? We used a big word, germinate. What do you think that means?
I think it means that we need to.
What is germinate?
Wait until the seeds wake up.
Yeah, they just wake up. It's like it's time to grow, and those seeds need some moisture in this water that we have. They need soil to grow up in, and they need some warmth. And that's it, okay? They need water, they need some soil, and they need some warmth. So make sure you put this in a nice sunny place. It's actually where we're here now. It's really warm, so we're just gonna leave these outside. If you're in a place where it's cold, take those plants inside, because if you're comfortable, probably the plants are gonna be comfortable. Now you can see this water is running out of the bottom of the cup. That means you probably got enough water in there, right? So Sebastian's, his container already had some holes in it, but I just used this to poke some holes up in here before I put the soil in there, just so it drains. So you want to make sure that drains. So let's keep these guys in a sunny place. Let's keep our journal just so we can see how this plant grows. We can share that with our den or our family, and we can take a picture or draw a picture of our plants as they grow, and hopefully these things will sprout and be nice and lovely in just a little bit. Be patient, give them some time to wake up, and good luck with your seeds. All right, for the next part of our adventure, we're going to grow a plant that doesn't even need soil, okay, or a seed. What we have here is, what is this?
It's a sweet potato.
A sweet potato, that's right. We just got this sweet potato at the store. It's your garden variety, run-of-the-mill old sweet potato that we have here. And with any luck, we're gonna get this sweet potato to make some roots and have some green sprouts coming out of the top. So in order to do that, we have to put about half the sweet potato in the water, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're just gonna let it lounge out here in the water, and we're gonna just put it down into the water like so. The important thing is you just need to have a container. I chose the jar I actually used just to water my seeds a minute ago. But if you have a cup or anything that you can just fit your sweet potato in, so it'll fit about halfway down in there. And then Sebastian is gonna show you, in order to get that sweet potato to stay like that, I'm gonna hold it, and he's going to poke those toothpicks in there, just like so. There you go. Put one over on that side, and you can use 3 or 4 toothpicks. It's up to you, whatever holds it up. There we go. And then more on that side. There we go. And he's got one more we're gonna poke in there, and this is gonna support this sweet potato in the water. So you can see it's about halfway in and halfway out. So we'll have some roots coming off the bottom, and with any luck, our sweet potato will start growing these little sprouts coming out of the top. So just keep that nice and keep the water filled up here, and then make sure you're keeping your journal and you're showing your den or your family what that's going to look like. So it's going to be a really cool thing. Give it some time. Be patient with this. It's going to take a little bit of time to get it going, and then you can show off your sweet potato. Then what do you think we should do with the sweet potato when we're finished?
We recommend not planting it. Well, planting it, but if you want to, you can overgrow this and it can sometimes pop out.
Yeah, it can get bigger, is what you're trying to say, right? It'll be bigger. So you don't necessarily need to leave it in the jar of water once it starts sprouting. You can put it in a nice basket or something, and it'll make these beautiful vines, which I'll show you. Or you can actually put this in the ground and you can grow more sweet potatoes to eat. So you can turn this one sweet potato into several that you could eat. So good luck with your sweet potato. Scouts, thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. I know Sebastian and I had a really good time with our sweet potato and our seeds, and we're hoping to see those things grow up big, nice, and tall. Keep up with those things. Make sure you're doing your journal and taking your pictures or drawing your pictures so you can share those with your den or your family. And then keep those plants moist and wet, all right? You want your sweet potatoes submerged in that water, and you want your seeds to have enough water so they can grow up big and strong. So thank you again on behalf of Sebastian and myself. Good luck, happy planting.
Requirement 2. Find out the growing zone for your area and share the types of plants that will grow best in your zone. Different plants require different care. Some plants like a lot of sun and some like the shade. Some grow where it is cold and others like the heat. Many like lots of water, but some, like cacti, don't need much water at all. Knowing your growing zone will help you decide what will grow well in your area. Look at the back of seed packages before you buy them to find out if the plants will do well in your growing zone. The seed packets will also give you information about how often to water your plant, what kind of light it needs, and how far apart to plant the seeds. Do some research at the library or on the internet with an adult's permission to find out what kinds of plants grow best in your zone.
Hi, I'm Shannon Lane, President and CEO of HealthWorks here in St. Louis, Missouri, and we're here today to talk to all the scouts about germs.
Alright, so we're going to show you guys how germs pass from person to person using glow germ. When you put this on your hands, if there's any on your hands, when we turn the UV lights on, you'll be able to see it glowing where the germs would be hiding on your hands. So I'm going to go ahead and give some to you now. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and rub your hands together so the germs get all over. Alright, and now I want you to go to your friend right next to you and give him a big old high five. Good job. Alright, now pass it on. Pass those germs down the line. Nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look and see if the germs made it from you to you just by giving high fives. So we're going to turn on the magic UV lights. So look at your hands. Do you guys see the germs that have passed all the way down? Okay, now that we've spread our germs from person to person, let's go ahead and wash all those off. So we're going to turn on your water. Get your hands nice and wet under the water. Now I want you to get enough soap to get your hands nice and sudsy, okay? So for 20 seconds, you're going to scrub the fronts of your hands, the backs of your hands, in between your fingers and under your fingernails, okay? And that's the time it takes to sing happy birthday 2 times. So let's sing that together, okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Again, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right, now that you've scrubbed for 20 seconds, go ahead and rinse all that soap and germs down the drain. And once you've got all that rinsed off, use your arm to shut off the water so you don't get the germs back on your hands. And you're going to use a nice clean towel to dry your hands off. Okay, let's test how you did. We're going to go ahead and turn the UV light back on so we can make sure all those germs got washed down the drain. How'd you guys do? All the glow germ gone? Awesome. Good job, guys.
Sneezes are funny, right? Have you all ever sneezed? You don't think they're funny? But did you all know that sneezes are a powerful tool that keeps things from getting into our bodies? So, what happens when I sneeze? Anybody know? No? How about achoo? What just happened? Anybody? Germs got all over him, right? So I wonder what happens. Right now we have 3 balloons here. They represent our sneezes. And inside those balloons are germs. I wonder what would happen if we pop those balloons like a sneeze. Wow, those germs really spread pretty far, right? So what should we do to keep germs from spreading to others when we sneeze? Sneeze into our elbows. Good job, you all. To make the sneeze and germ balloon, all you need is balloons, a funnel, confetti, and you can make confetti yourself. Just insert the funnel into the balloon and just put the confetti in until your balloon is full. And last, blow up the balloon.
All right, friends, raise your hand if you've ever seen some old food in the the back of your fridge and saw some white or green stuff growing on it. It's all fuzzy. You guys ever seen that?
I saw it on a strawberry.
You've seen it on a strawberry before. Do you know what that fuzzy stuff is called? Okay, it's called mold. So mold is stuff that grows from spores that like to live in moist, dark, warm places. Okay, so we're going to teach you guys how to grow your own mold culture using some bread. Okay, so what I want you to do is take your spray bottle and just spritz the bread a little bit, just enough to stimulate the mold growth. Now go ahead and flip it over and spray the other side too. Okay, you don't want it soaking wet, just a little bit of water on each side. Alright, when you got it a little damp on both sides, go ahead and take your bread and you're going to stick it in this sandwich baggie here, just like this, okay? Seal it up nice and good. Make sure you get it sealed all the way. She'll help you, okay? Alright, so what you're going to do with this is you're going to take it and you're going to leave it somewhere that's warm, like a cabinet, and you're going to leave it for probably just over a week. About 5 days, you should see some stuff start to grow on it, and around 7 to 10 days, you're going to have a whole bunch of mold growing on here, okay? Now, this is really important. I don't want you to open this up at any point ever again, okay? Because then the spores can get back in the air, and then you can get mold that you breathe in, okay? So you want to keep this closed the whole time, but you'll be able to see all that mold growing on your bread later, okay?
Okay, do you all know what mucus is? Do you? What is it? It comes out of your nose, but we kind of call it snot sometimes, right? So, did you all know that snot is important to your body? Kind of. It's got to be if it's in our body, right? So, snot actually catches all the things like a filter, catches all the things from the air, like dust and pollen and germs. So, that's why snot is important. But should we pick our nose? No. What should we use to get the snot out of our nose? Tissue. So in front of us, we all have slime, and you can make this at home if you like, but we've already made it. It's fun to play with, right? Right. So today, the slime represents our mucus in our nose. You all can go ahead and touch it if you like. Okay, it's pretty slimy, right? And a little sticky. We also have glitter, which is our germs. Can everybody pick up their germs? Okay, so what we are going to do is open our glitter and sprinkle our germs into our mucus. We all done? So as pretty as it looks, what I noticed is that my glitter is sticking to my slime, just like germs stick to our mucus. Everybody see that? Okay, good job.
Thank you so much for visiting HealthWorks today. For more information about germs and hygiene and all things health, please visit us at hwstl.org.
Requirement 6. Make a clean room chart and do your chores for at least 1 week. Now that you know how bacteria and germs can grow, you can see why it's important to keep your wolf den or bedroom clean. This healthy habit will give you a healthy habitat. It can be hard to know where to start when cleaning your room. Make a list of small jobs, then put the list together in a chart. You can check off each job as you finish it. It feels good to see a completed chart. Requirement 3. Show your understanding of your duty to family by creating a chart listing the jobs that you and other family members have at home. Choose 3 of the jobs you are responsible for and chart them for 2 weeks. Requirement 4. Select one of the jobs below that belongs to another family member and help that person complete it. Requirement 4A. Create a grocery shopping list for the week. Requirement 4B. Complete the laundry for your family one time. Requirement 4C. Help prepare meals for your family for one day.
Requirement 1. Play catch with someone in your den or family who is standing 10 steps away from you. Play until you can throw and catch successfully at this distance. Take a step back and see if you can improve your throwing and catching ability. How to throw a ball. Gently hold the ball in your throwing hand. Step forward on the opposite foot. Bring the ball behind your ear with your elbow pointing backward. Turn your body to the side so that the shoulder opposite the ball faces the target. If you are throwing with your right hand, the person catching should be to your left. Never throw a ball with your chest facing the target. Point to the other person with your free hand, then throw. It may take a little practice to throw the ball where you want it to go. How to catch a ball. If you are playing with bare hands, reach out with both hands to catch the ball. If you are using a baseball glove, catch the ball in the pocket of the glove. Put your other hand over the ball to keep it from rattling around in the glove or falling out. If the ball is thrown to you above your waist, place both of your bare hands in front of your body, fingers up to catch the ball. Keep your eyes open. If you are using a baseball glove, place the glove in front of your body, glove hand up to catch the ball. When the ball is inside your glove, put your other hand over the ball to keep it there. If the ball comes toward you below your waist, bend at the knees and keep the upper part of your body straight. Watch the ball. Catch the ball with both bare hands in the underhand position or with your glove hand in the underhand position. If you are using a glove, cover the ball with your opposite hand. Requirement 2. Practice balancing as you walk forward, backward, and sideways. Hiking on a rocky trail, riding a bike down the street, walking up and down stairs, these activities all take balance. Balance training is important to everyone, from kids playing games to serious athletes. Balance helps us stand up straight. It also helps us walk, run, and sit. By practicing balance exercises, you won't fall over as much, and that keeps Cub Scouts in the game. Here are some exercises to improve your ability to balance. Walk at least 6 steps in a straight line on the ground. Go forward and backward. Do it sideways too. Then try the same steps while walking on a board. Put your arms out to the side to help you stay balanced. Stare at a single focal point and limit your head and eye movements. This is how tightrope walkers and gymnasts keep their balance. When our den did the balancing exercises, we also tried to stand up tall, close our eyes, put our hands out to the sides, hold one leg up for 5 seconds. It was a lot tougher than it sounds. Try it and see how you do. Requirement 3. Practice flexibility and balance by doing a front roll, a back roll, and a frog stand. It is fun to do front rolls, back rolls, and frog stands. They also show you are limber and have good balance. Be sure to tuck your chin into your chest when you do front and back rolls. This protects your neck and makes it easier to roll. Do your best.
Join us next time for Activity 6 to learn about local maps, animals, and walking like animals. If you are interested in joining a pack near you, visit beascout.scouting.org.